Avon High School has gained new numbers on the vaping epidemic. Assistant Principal Matt Hines gives us the breakdown.
So far this school year, we've had 31 incidents of vaping at the high school. The majority of the incidents involve males, so 27 or 26, are males. 5 are females. If I do my grade breakdown, there have been 10 incidences in 9th grade, 4 in 10th, 9 in 11th, and 8 in 12th. So it's not just a specific grade level. All 4 grade levels are affected.
Vaping has effects on anyone's body. Mr. Hines tells us just how much it hurts.
Yeah, so I get worried about vaping just because, and I'm not very old, but in my lifetime I've kind of seen people that smoked cigarettes. And when I was a kid, you saw, Marlboro all over places. It was on, they used it in advertisements. It kind of was the cool thing. It seemed like there was a lot more people smoking actual cigarettes. And then they found out that it was cancerous and it had a whole bunch of health concerns. And then it kind of, they started, putting all sorts of different things into place, and it kind of became not cool anymore, and because it caused cancer and it hurt people. And so it kind of has gone away from our society. Well, my concern with vaping is, especially with teenagers, is we're seeing seems to be a much higher increase in use of these vapes. And what people don't understand is, one of these little pods is equivalent to 1 pack of cigarettes. And I ask every kid that I've talked to when I have one of these incidents come up is how much nicotine is involved in one of these little pods. And most students have no idea how much. I asked both of you today, you had no clue. But if you read your Juul pack here, it tells you on the back 1 Juul pod is equivalent to a pack of cigarettes. So when you think about that, that's a lot of nicotine in a tiny little pod. And nicotine is a highly addictive substance. I'm not a expert on nicotine, but I know that it's highly addictive, and I know that it causes serious health concerns. And then there's a whole bunch of research on other concerns that happen in families and individual lives from the use of, specifically, the research mostly has been on cigarette use. So the problem with these pods and the e-cigarette world, because it doesn't just come in pods, it comes in liquid as well. So, we're finding bottles of liquid that, think about if this is equal to a pack of cigarettes. If we have a bottle this big of it, how many packs of cigarettes are in that? A lot. We're finding some of those, but I don't think anybody realizes how much nicotine's involved in it. Plus, there's not a lot of research that has been done because this is so new on what the vaping process is doing to your lungs, to inside your body. And that's a big concern for me. It's a big concern for us. And we really want our student body to be informed consumers of what they're ingesting into their body. And I don't think that people are informed. It's illegal, it's wrong, and it's ultimately going to hurt their physical health, and that's what needs to change.
There are rules on our agenda that lay out what are not allowed in our school regarding tobacco products and vapes.
If you go to page 22 on your agenda book, you'll see that it's very laid out. I mean, very clear, kind of what it says. So for possession of paraphernalia, if you're vaping in a bathroom versus vaping in a classroom, and then the selling, and it lays out exactly what happens here. For us, the most of them have been first offenses. But if we get to a second offense, you now get a citation from the police because you're illegally in possession of a nicotine product, and you're not. Most of our students aren't of age to have that. Plus, you can't have it here on school grounds. So, but you can have if you're just in possession and you're not actually seen vaping it. It's a Saturday school, level 2 Saturday school, so 4 hours on a Saturday. But if you're actually caught using it, you're suspended from school. And then, like I said, from there on, it goes into further suspension. Also, the fact you're going to get a citation in your second one, and you're going to automatically get drug tested here at school, and we're going to inform your family of those results.
The FDA has announced that vaping has become a teen epidemic. Mr. Hines gives us his take on the announcement.
I think that these manufacturers, they're trying to make money, and they know that a teenager is typically, does risky things. And so that's why a lot of these products are marketed to teenagers. I mean, you think about the flavors of them, cherry and cotton candy, all these things. It's what sounds like candy. And so I also think that They know that teenagers don't know that one of these is equal to a pack of cigarettes. They don't think about that. They don't think about what it's doing to your body because it just feels good right now. And so, absolutely, I think it's an epidemic, and I think that at Avon High School we can do our part, and being an informed consumer, thinking about what we're doing, and also thinking about the long-term effects of what we're putting into our body. So I think that we can do our part to curb that epidemic here by being smarter about what we're doing, making sure that we're informing people. If you're seeing somebody doing that in the bathroom or whatever, let an adult know right away. Like we say, if you see something, say something. We don't want this stuff in our school. So if you see something, say something. Come let us know so that we can try to take care of it right away.
Vaping is illegal on school property, and you can get fined. It's not good for the body, and the numbers are growing. Stopping the epidemic starts with saying something. For AHS News, I'm Jade Ramos.